When it comes to Kentucky football, I don't know two former players that love the Wildcats more than Freddie Maggard and David Hopewell. Everybody knows Freddie Maggard. He's a former UK quarterback who is now the football columnist for Kentucky Sports Radio, a frequent guest on radio talk shows, and a regular member of the UK radio network. Freddie loves Kentucky and everything about Kentucky football. He analyzes anything and everything you could ever want to know, not only about Kentucky, but about opposing teams. It was Freddie who told me a couple of years ago that Cole Moser was only going to be a starter at Kentucky, but would play in the NFL. Now it looks like he might be right about the former walk-on. It was Freddie who told me 3 years ago that John Toth would be one of the best linemen Kentucky has ever had. Again, looks like Freddie's going to be right. It was Freddie Maggard who told me last year at halftime of the Kentucky-Louisville game that Kentucky was in big trouble and was going to get beat, and that's when Kentucky had a nice lead. Guess what? Freddie was right, I was wrong. David Hopewell played center on the 1976-1977 Kentucky teams that were still the best two Kentucky football teams I've seen play. He now lives in Harrodsburg, but he still loves the Wildcats as much as ever. His pregame tailgates are sensational, and that's a big part of UK football to game day for me. He analyzes, like Freddie, pores over statistics and worries about everything when it comes to UK football. Freddie gets frustrated when a player doesn't give maximum effort. David Hopewell gets frustrated when fans don't expect enough from the team. He's always thought Kentucky should be able to win an SEC championship, like his team did, and even compete for a national title. When you talk about anything less for Kentucky, he goes nuts. He wasn't happy that Mark Stoops didn't do better in his third year at Kentucky, and nothing less than a bowl game would make Hopewell happy this year, and maybe there's nothing wrong with that. Both of the former players also were very upset with the way there was a disconnect between Kentucky football and former UK football players. Now, Mark Stoops seems to have that corrected and going in the right direction. So what do Maggard and Hopewell both want now? They just want Kentucky to win and win and win. And my guess is Kentucky fans do the same. This is Larry Vaught with True Blues Vaught Views.